Hello everybody, I'm Thomas. Welcome back to another solo gaming Sunday. This week, where's the box? Robinson Crusoe Edition. Adventures on the Cursed Island. I'm excited to play this. This is a game I've had in my collection for a while. I have played it some, but not a whole lot. And definitely haven't played on the channel. So I'm glad I am finally getting a chance to do that. And that's what we'll be doing here today. Should be a pretty good time. I don't know how many games we're gonna get through. I'm estimating 2. I think we'll at least get through 2. Probably not 3, definitely 1. So, but yeah, I've got it all set up here, and I'll go over rules here in a second. Yeah, looking forward to playing this. I've been playing it a decent amount this last week. What else have I been playing? Been playing some stuff on Board Game Arena also recently. Like I've just been playing a bit of Turing Machine on there just because it's a lot quicker to like set up, because I don't have to actually like set up and tear down on Board Game Arena. You just click play and then it's just there for you. What else have I been playing? Not too many board game stuff. Finally got a chance to play Decrypto. I've had that in my collection for a while. Finally got a chance to play that the other day, which was a lot of fun. I got to play with only 3 players, so it's not like the full experience, but I feel like I got the gist of it, and it was a fun game. What else? What else have I been up to? Been playing, obviously I play a lot of board games on here. I'm not huge on video games these days, mainly just because, I don't know, I find myself not really getting invested or like finding the motivation to play, just video games in general. There will be a couple games I come back to every now and again. But recently I've been on a big RimWorld kick, which I may have talked about last week, but RimWorld is like this space colony simulation type game, kind of like a Sims, but in space. And it's a lot of fun. I've never beaten the game. I've been trying to beat it recently, and every attempt has failed. I'm just doing the classic Cassandra because there's different like storyteller modes. So I'm just doing the classic storyteller. Like I'm doing like the adventure story difficulty, so it's not supposed to be too crazy hard, but apparently, I keep dying, so it's a little tricky. And then I also, every single playthrough I've done, I've also played on, it's called commitment mode, which is pretty much, you can't reload. You save the game when you quit, and then if you die, you die. So I'm on like my 6th or 7th colony right now. It's been a struggle. Been learning a lot. Been really enjoying it, but I've sunk a lot of hours in the past like 2 weeks into the game. I'm really just kind of, I want to beat it. I've never beat the game. Never really even come close. I've usually get to like maybe the mid game, but I've never even gotten close to like the end game. So that's what I've been doing. I just had like a really good colony that I really thought was going to be the one that's like, this might make it. It was definitely my best run yet. And then that ended last night because I got a little too complacent with my defenses. I was like, oh, my defenses can handle these intruders. And then it definitely couldn't handle the intruders. The intruders got in, and then it all went downhill from there. Yeah, most of my people got shot. One of them got kidnapped. My doctor got kidnapped. So it was like a whole thing. So I'm like, you know what? This colony is over. I'm starting a new one. So started a little bit a new one earlier today, which is probably what I'll play after stream, because I'm having a ton of fun with that game. Like I said, I'm just really want to beat it at some point, but a whole lot of fun. So that's the main thing I've been doing. Playing that and playing this to learn this, which this game's tough. I'll get into that here in a bit, but it's definitely not an easy game. Being sort of stranded on a desert island, it's not the easiest thing in the world. So yeah. Oh, RimWorld is so great. Hello there, Mimi. Happy Sunday. Yes, yeah, RimWorld is a whole lot of fun. And before, when I've played, I played with like a decent amount of mods. Right now, I'm just trying to do a playthrough with no mods, zero, not even like quality of life or like UI mods. I'm doing zero mods, but I do have all the expansions, I believe, that I am playing with, but haven't really dived into many of that. There's like the ideology expansion, which I've just been kind of ignoring, like when you first set it up, and then there's like the biotech expansion, which I haven't really even started to like dig into yet, but lots of cool stuff. RimWorld's been a lot of fun. And yeah, that's about it with me. What else have I been doing? Been watching some more shows. I don't really talk about shows I watch much on here, but like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is one I've been watching through recently, which is just it's a fun show to watch. Like I really enjoy watching it. I just finished like last week the Golden Wind part season, whatever you want to call it, which was really, really good. And I just started the I guess the last one they have out right now, which is the Stone Ocean part, and I'm like 4 or 5 episodes into that, but it's bizarre at times, and some of the stand abilities are really weird, but it's a lot of fun to watch. Like that's the one thing. It's like, it may not be the best show in the world, but I always just enjoy watching it. Like it's fun, which when you're watching a show, that's what really, I guess, all that counts, right? So yeah. All right, well, I'm gonna quit rambling and kind of just hop into this. So Robinson Crusoe is what we'll be playing here today. And I'll do a real quick rules overview. I say real quick, and then I'll be talking for like 45 minutes, but I'll really try to make it like less than a half hour, maybe 20 minutes total. Because there's a lot, like this rule book, it's a big rule book, and it's fairly thick. It's like 37 pages. That includes like appendix and additional rules and stuff, but it's a thick one. It takes a while to read through. I read it through all of it this morning. I read it before, but I like reread it this morning just to make sure it's all fresh in my mind. I watched a Rodney Smith video right before this to kind of refresh myself on the rules. So hopefully I'll explain everything right. But the gist of it is, well, there's different scenarios. So this game has a bunch of different scenarios. I'll be starting with scenario number 1. Hopefully at least playing through this and maybe another one, but I might replay this if I lose my first attempt. Scenario 1 is Castaways. So I'm on a desert island, or a deserted island. And essentially the goal of this scenario is I need to build a big pile of wood. I need to build a fire by the 10th, 11th, or 12th round. So when a boat comes past, I can signal to them and get off the island. So that's the goal of this first scenario I'll be playing. But each scenario has different goals. There's this card here. They'll have different amount of rounds. They'll have different items you can build. There's tokens that do different things. So each scenario has a fair amount of variability with your end goal and some of the stuff you can do in it. But the game plays, regardless of the scenario, pretty similarly. You have 6 different rounds. 6 different phases each round, and I'll go through each phase real fast. So first off is you have the event phase, this event deck here that has event cards in it, where I don't do the event phase the first round, but then next rounds I'll do that where I draw a card. I'll shuffle this afterwards. You read the top part, do the thing it says, slide this card down, and then throw it here. Now there's like this threat track here, which is something you have to kind of worry about because maybe I can zoom in a little bit. I don't know how good. Yeah, I have to zoom out pretty far to get this whole board. So cards have a top part, they have this bottom part, and then they have this, I guess this is the middle part because then you have this bottom part. So this middle part here is what you can try to do because this, I forget let me look at the names. I think this is the bottom part is this threat ability. So as you're adding cards to this, if I add another card, then this one would slide over and this one would slide off, and then this bottom ability would happen. Normally these bottom threat abilities are bad. So to avoid having them slide off the board, you want to do this little middle part. So for this one, it says tracking a predator. I need to assign a pawn and have a weapon value of 2. And if I do, I can discard the card and get a determination token. So the cards will have abilities and ways that you can get rid of them before they slide off the board and bad stuff happens. And that's essentially the event phase. Sometimes some of these other cards can get shuffled into there. And these cards, I'll just kind of cut into this deck, also have a top and a bottom half. So when you first draw them, you do the top half, you shuffle them into the event deck, and then when you draw them in the event deck is when you resolve this bottom portion. And most of the time, you'll also then have to just keep drawing cards until you draw an actual event card. So and that's pretty much the event phase. Next is morale phase. So there's this morale track up here, and there's this white marker to show where I am. It goes from -3 to way up here to this 2 section. I was gonna say +2, but then you also have +2 or a heart. And essentially, depending on where your white marker is, depends on how many determination tokens you either gain or lose. So if it's way down here, losing 3 determination tokens. Way up here, I'm gaining 2. I am playing the solo mode here today, obviously, but I'm playing like I don't even know what you want to call it. Like I'm playing the solo mode as intended. I'm not playing multi-handed with multiple characters. I'm playing with just one character. And then I also have Friday and the dog, which is the 2 extra kind of characters you get when you play the solo mode. And also in the solo mode, there's not really any rules changes, I don't think, besides adding these, but there is one, and that's during the morale phase. This just goes up 1 because your character is just happy to be alive. So that's that. Double check I'm not forgetting something before I continue onwards to the next phase. Give me 1 second here. Okay, no, we're good. So that's a morale phase, phase number 2. Phase 3 is production. Pretty simple. You have a token here representing where your camp is. It starts on this beach tile, and how it works is during the production phase, whatever your camp is, any resources on the tile with your camp you gain. So this beach tile I start with has logs and food. I would get 1 log and 1 food. They go in this little resource bin up here. This bottom part is for currently available resources. Top part is for resources that are not available at the second, but will become available shortly. Then you have the 4th phase, which is the main one, the action phase. I think it's, yeah, the action phase. And the action phase is more or less split up into kind of 2 halves. You have the planning half, and then you have the part of actually doing it. The planning half is kind of what it sounds like, is where you take your little pawns and put them out on the board wherever you're planning on doing stuff. So it'll be like boom, 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 then you're good. During the planning part of the action phase is also when, if you have resources you want to use for actions, you also put them with your tokens. And that's pretty much it. And then during the action phase, you'll actually resolve the actions. And then how this little tray works with the resources is if you have some that aren't available, then at the end of the action phase, they slide down and they will become available. Yeah, the best way to think of that box is it only really comes into play during the action phase. If you gain stuff during production, you automatically have it available. Any stuff after, it's already available. It's just during the action phase, if you get anything, it goes in the top part, and then at the end of the action phase, it slides down to the bottom part. Okay, so you'll be placing pawns during the action phase to do different things on the board, and there's lots of different stuff you can do. And what's pretty nice is this bottom part, you just kind of work left to right to resolve everything. So I'll quickly go over how everything works. This threat area here, I already kind of talked about earlier. You can assign pawns to and resolve kind of the middle portion. Gets rid of the card, usually gets you some benefit before the card slides off, and then you'll get some penalty. You have the hunting action here, and you need 2 pawns to do that. And you also need cards here, which cards will appear when you reveal certain tiles to the board. A card will be added to the hunting deck, and then you're able to hunt. Next, you have building. So building, gathering, and exploring are the next 3, and they all work somewhat similar in that you can either assign 1 or 2 pawns to each of these. If you just assign 1, there's a chance it might not succeed. If you assign 2, you're guaranteed a success. And that's what all of these, there's 3 dice for each of these. So there's 3 brown dice for building, 3 for gathering, 3 green dice for exploring. So if you only assign 1, you roll these dice and see what the outcome is. So let me see if I can zoom in maybe down here just to show you the dice real fast. So these are the exploring dice, but they're all similar. They do have different amounts of dice faces depending on the dice you use. But they all consist of 3 dice. 1 is a wound dice that either has this wound marker on it or nothing. If you roll wound marker, you're taking a wound to your health, taking a knock. There's the adventure dice that either has question marks or nothing. If you roll a question mark, you have to draw a card from the associated deck. So if I rolled this for exploring, I draw a card from the explore deck. And then finally, this is the success dice. So this Y looking symbol means you succeeded, or you have the other option of these 2 little circles, which means you failed, but you also get what's called 2 determination tokens, which determination tokens I talked about a little bit earlier for morale is one way to gain them. They're very useful. You have special abilities and they let you do your special abilities. And so that's a dice. So if I'm only assigning 1 worker to explore, I'd roll these. Let's see what outcome I get. So I failed. I would get 2 determination tokens. I don't take any wounds, and I would have to draw an adventure card. So that's essentially how that works for these 3 decks in general. And I'll quickly dive into a little bit more detail about these. So building, there's lots of different stuff you can build. You have, first off, a shelter up here that you can build. Kind of need a shelter to survive. You also have a roof and a palisade. You cannot build either until you have a shelter. I'm gonna turn down the white a little bit. It's like glaring on the board. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Also building, you can build a weapon up here. This shows your weapon value. It starts out at 0, go all the way up to 10. I think it can go even above 10. The scenario sheet has specific items that you can build. So this is like a hatchet and the mask that you can build. And my character has a personal invention down here, a snare that I can build. And then also you have all these invention cards over here that you can also choose to build. A lot of these cards, let me maybe zoom in a little bit, have symbols at the top, which I should have marked one of these already. And these show different terrain types. So since we start on a beach, the shovel requires the beach. So we can go ahead and cover that because we've already explored a tile with that. So now we can build the shovel whenever we want. And then once we build the shovel, something else might require the shovel. I guess in this case, nothing does. But you can see like the shield, okay, requires a log and rope. Where's rope at? Rope's up here, but to get that, you need a plane. You need to find a plains biome. So certain items will require you finding a certain biome, like revealing a map tile first, and then you can build the item. Yeah, that's that. When building the roof, palisade, shelter, the cost is listed up here. So I'm essentially playing a 2-player game. So it's either going to cost me 2 logs or 1 fur to do any of those things. And then raising your weapon value always just costs 1 wood. That's building. Gathering is pretty straightforward. You can assign your pawns to gather from different map tiles, and you essentially assign them to one spot. So in this case, like on this tile, I could either assign a pawn to get fish or wood. And then same thing, if I assign 2 pawns, it just succeeds. If I just assign 1, gotta roll the gray dice, and then yada, yada, yada. If I succeed, you get one of that resource. The thing with gathering, though, is you can only gather from a tile once per round. So, because I gained stuff during the production phase of this round earlier, you can't gather from your tile that has your camp on it because you're already getting resources earlier in the round. So I would need to wait till I have more tiles on the map before I can start trying to gather more resources. So that's gathering. And then exploring. It's kind of what you think. You can explore adjacent to your camp. You can actually explore further if you want, and there's a little bit of a penalty where you just have to place more tokens. And yeah, same concepts, you know, one tile or one pawn. It's not guaranteed success. You can roll the dice. 2 means you got it. You don't even need to worry about it. The other actions you have, I forget what it's called, arrange the camp, where you can gain 2 determination tokens and raise morale. And then also you have resting, where you just gain a health. And those are all the actions. So yeah, good amount of them, but yeah, hopefully that makes sense. I imagine you play this game without doing a scenario, like just exploring and surviving until you can't anymore. I don't know how that would work. I mean, I feel like, yeah, you could, but you just be stuck on a desert island trying to survive. Yeah. I've only played the first scenario, so I'm not sure how like different the other scenarios are, but I could definitely see that being a thing. It'd be kind of tough though. But yeah, that's the action phase. And then, like I said, any resources that are in the top of the box at the end of the action phase move down to the bottom of the box. Then you have the weather phase. So that's what this little area is for. Sometimes tokens can be placed in the weather phase, like this rain token, which means it's going to rain. Also, depending on the scenario sheet, you might assign certain dice to this area that you'll have to roll during the weather phase. So during rounds 4, 5, and 6 of this scenario, be adding in this orange rain dice that I'll have to roll during the weather phase. And then for the rest of the scenarios after that, all 3 of these dice will be added. One's for snow and the other is just for bad times. I forget what this is called, but the red dice is not good. It's either gonna like break your palisade, or it's gonna be a beast you have to fight, or you're gonna like lose food. So regardless, it's no fun. And then finally, the last phase of each round is the night phase. So a couple things happen during the night phase. First, you can move your camp to an adjacent tile if you want. If you already have like a roof and a palisade set up, you'll have to decrease them a little bit. I think it's, if your roof level is 2, it's like half rounded down is how much you lose. So if your roof is at 2, it would go down by 1, or if it was at 1, like you wouldn't lose any. During the night phase, also then you have to eat food or lose 2 hearts. You also then have to, if you don't have a shelter, you'll take wounds for sleeping out in the night. And then finally, any perishable food that you have will perish. And then you increase the round marker, and that's more or less it for at least the round structure. So yeah, I tried this twice as a co-op, lost both times. It's a tough game. Hello there, Ina, how you doing? Yeah, I've heard notoriously this is a pretty tough game, and I've only played this first scenario like 1.5 times. I did win the one time I played fully through it, but I also was playing a few things wrong. So we'll see how today goes. Yeah, this game is tough from what I've played, though. It is for sure. But also, like, I get it. You know, you're on a deserted island. It's not supposed to just be a walk in the park. Like, you're supposed to be fighting for your life out here. So I get it. Yeah, so that's the general round structure. I'll quickly just touch on a few more things that I haven't talked about yet. There are, what else? So there's a couple decks of cards. There's this deck called the Mystery Deck, which has monsters, treasures, and traps. Sometimes things will make me draw cards from that. I have these 2 starting items that give me some benefits. So I start with a pistol that has 2 uses to temporarily give me a +3 weapon value. I also have biscuits to get +1 food. There are these tokens called discovery tokens that I get to draw from revealing certain map tiles will allow me to draw those. And those could be a lot of different benefits, anything from food to it could be a lot of different stuff. Also on the scenario, there's a couple of different scenario specific tokens that I can draw. So if I draw this like X-shaped one, that's a pirate saber, and I get a +1 to my weapon. Or if I draw them this little minus symbol, I get 3 determination token. Good times. Okay, what else? I think that's I'm getting pretty close. I guess I want to quickly explain some of the stuff with my character. Then well, I think we can just kind of hop right into it. Expected on adventure theme. Art turned into tragic horror themed pretty soon. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, did you play the Castaway scenario or a different one? Because I've seen like there's some like more horror themed ones. Like scenario 2 is involving like putting up crosses and trying to like, because you were coming to the island to like do like, I don't even know what it's called, but to like ward against, you know, evil spirits. And there's one that I think that involves like King Kong, and yeah, some of the beasts can be pretty bad. So yeah, I can see how this game could go south pretty quickly. But yeah, let me quickly talk about, I guess, my character and also my 2 little side characters. So this camera angle a little bit better. Oh, this works good. Okay, so I will be playing today as the Carpenter character. You can see their health down here. They got a lot of health. Also, each character has 4 special abilities, and these are what you can use determination tokens on. So I have this. There's a couple I'll probably be using. So I have economical construction, which I can discard 2 tokens to spend 1 fewer wood during any action type. I can discard 2 tokens to reroll any brown dice during my action. Discard 3 to draw 5 invention cards. Choose 1, place it on the board. You can also discard 3 tokens to get an additional neutral pawn for 1 building action. So there's some extra tokens, extra pawns that you can get for doing some specific actions like this. I can gain 1 just for building, which is pretty cool. I also have my snare down here, which is my special item, which when I build that, I also gain 2 determination tokens. And that's that. So I also have my 2 side characters here. So I got the dog, who kind of acts like a neutral pawn, and that they can only help do 2 actions. They can either help explore or they can help hunt. That's it. Dog cannot do anything by themselves. They can only do an action if there's another pawn with them. They don't have any health, so they're just invincible. Pretty cool. Then also I have Friday here. So Friday functions more like a normal player. They have a lot less health though. They also don't have to worry about shelter, food, really any of that stuff. They pretty much don't take damage from a lot of the normal ways. They more or less only take damage if they like roll dice and get wounds. And that's Friday. And I think the other thing with them is like they have to be used because when you assign 2 pawns, one's considered like the resolving pawn, and that's what's always on top. So if there's wounds or any bad stuff, they're the ones that take that. So Friday, if assigned with one of my pawns, has to be used as a supporting pawn, not the resolving one. But I think that's pretty much it. I'm pretty much where I want to be time-wise, so cool. I think it was the first scenario. Okay, yeah, the Castaway scenario is what I'll be starting with, which is I think there's like 6 scenarios total in this game. Yeah, I'll be starting with the Castaway ones today. My plan is to play 2 games. We'll see how I'm doing time-wise. Maybe I'll play 3, maybe I'll just play 1. I'll probably play 2. And yeah, we'll see how the first scenario goes. If I lose this, I'll probably reset it and try again. And if I win it, maybe I'll go attempt scenario 2, which I played a little bit earlier today, just on the off chance that I do play it on stream. I kind of want to be a little bit familiar with it, but I haven't done too much with it, so I think that's pretty much it. I just choose between this game and Paleo and went with Paleo. Intrigued by this one. Paleo, I don't know if I feel like that sounds familiar, but I don't know much about it. Yeah, this game I got as a Christmas or birthday gift a while back. Yeah, I played it a little bit, but I haven't like really dove into it until now. But Yeah, so far I do like it. It's tricky. I've only really played the first scenario with a little bit of the second one, but you'll have to see how today goes. Hopefully get a win, and you know, it's a good time. Try to make sure there's nothing else rules wise I'm leaving out. There's probably a few small things that I'll just, you know, cover when it comes up. Some of the tokens and other things, like, it's not a big deal. I'll kind of just talk about later. All right, so let's just top into this first scenario called Castaways, which the scenario reads: you are castaways on a deserted island. It is the end of summer. You should prepare for winter, build a shelter, a roof, and a palisade. It will be difficult to survive during the tough months of autumn and winter. You also have to build a pile of wood so you can light it on fire when you spot a ship on the horizon to call for help. So the goal of the scenario is you need to build the fire item and the wood pile, which is the box below, by the 10th, 11th, or 12th round to be spotted by a ship. If you have both of these on rounds 10, 11, or 12, you win. And so building the wood pile requires 15 wood total. That's done in different like stacks. So I can assign wood before the action phase. The piles must be completed left to right, and I can only basically work on like one pile at a time. So I can first assign 1, then 2, 3, 4, and then finally 5 to kind of complete the whole thing. There's 2 extra items for the scenario. There's the hatchet, which I'll probably be building early on, which allows me to get +1 wood on my camp tile. And then there's also the mast, which is +3 wood, but only for the stock or for the wood pile. There is a card that starts in my little threat area here called food crates. It's one of the few good cards that'll probably end up down here, which doesn't have any bad threat effect. And this little middle part, I can assign pawns to just gain some food. That's that. So let's go ahead and start with round number 1. So first round, we skip the event phase. We go right to morale phase, which, since this is a solo game, I increase my morale by 1. And then because of that, I gain 1 determination token. Great. Then we're on to phase 3, production, where I gain 1 wood and 1 food. And those go in my currently available resources. And now we're on to the 4th phase, which is the main one, the action phase. First part of it is planning. So a lot of these items I want to build require certain terrain types for me to have explored. So I need to do a lot of exploring first off. And that's what I'm going to do as my first pretty much 3 actions. Is I'm going to assign one of my pawns with the dog and doing 2 other ones just by themselves. I'll actually do the guaranteed one in the middle. I think that makes a little bit more sense. We're all good. So then we start resolving. I'll start with the top one first with Friday. So since I only did 1, I take these green dice, roll them up. I don't have a dice tray, so I'm just going to roll them on the table. That is a success. Friday is taking a wound, and then they rolled a question mark, which for Friday, that just equates to another wound. So they're taking 2 wounds, but they were successful in exploring this top tile. So let's go ahead and draw a tile from the stack, which I have kind of hidden, and put it here. So a couple things on this tile. Let me zoom in a little bit, maybe. There we go. First off, it is a hills biome tile, which you can see by that little symbol in the middle. So I can go over here and start marking off some of the inventions that require hills to be discovered before I can create those inventions. That little symbol there with the tiger face, that means it just goes, a card goes into the hunting area, the beast deck that I can start hunting around for. And then those 2 little circular things mean I get to draw 2 discovery tokens and see what they are. So the first one is I found a goat. So if I have a weapon, I can slaughter the goat to get some fur and some food. And then also I found a fallen tree, which I can trade for some logs. So those go in my future resources. And then let me go ahead and start covering some of the items that only require these planes. So medicine I can build, rope I can build. What else? Is that it? Basket. think that's it. Well, yeah, that's it. Okay. So then exploring for this middle part, since I have the dog to help me, succeeds. So I don't have to roll any dice, and that is another hills. So I get to draw another discovery token. This time it's a treasure token. And then there is a totem symbol. Totem symbol is a scenario specific thing. This scenario doesn't do anything, so we're chilling. Okay, neither of those tiles are really the ones I wanted to see. So let's hope this last tile goes good. I need to, since I just assigned one pawn to it, gotta roll the dice up to see what the result is. And it is successful, but I do have to draw a card from the deck, which this card says, wild berries. You have eaten some strange berries that you found in the woods. You were so hungry that you ate more than you should. So I have to put a wound on the character's belly and shuffle this into the event deck. That wound, those berries are probably gonna come back to bite me here soon. But we did succeed in exploring, so that's fun. So 3 successful explorers, that's kind of a good way to start, but will I get to mountain tile? No, I did not. So another beast card gets added to that deck. Then I also draw 3 discovery tokens. I'm getting a lot of these, which is good. This one is nourishing larva, so I get 2 food. This is large leaves, which lets me cancel out some rain. And then another nourishing larva for 2 more food. So those go all up there. That is all the actions. So we're at the end of the action phase, which means all of my future resources become usable, and discovery tokens you can normally save to use whenever, except for ones that either give you food or wood. They have to be used and traded in immediately. Which I'm not even gonna get. I'm not gonna take the food because it's gonna go bad at the end of this round anyway. So normally I would get 4 food, but then here in a second during the night phase, I'm gonna lose it. So it is what it is. So then that was the end of the action phase. Weather phase, there's no tokens or dice there, so we're chilling. And then night phase. So first I can move camp, which I will, to this hills biome here. Then feeding everybody. Well, I just have to feed myself. Friday and the dog don't really count, so my 1 food will suffice. And then shelter. We don't have a shelter, so I will be taking 1 wound. And then yeah, now at this point, if I would have grabbed that 4 food earlier, it all would have rot. So that's all of that, and then that's it for first round. On to round 2. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead, since I can kind of use these tokens whenever, I'm gonna go ahead and cash in my treasure. Okay, so that's a trap. That's a monster. Here we go. Okay. I think these get shuffled back in, so let me do that. I got a map, an old map, not just a map. The old map says you find a map leading to a chest filled with pirate's gold. Each player gains 1 determination token. Okay. And Friday, yeah, has his own supply of determination tokens, so I'll just keep those over there. I'll keep mine kind of above my board, and we'll be all good there. On to round 2. Round 2, I definitely need to get a shelter built this round. Do some more exploring, because I need to at least try to find a mountain, because I'd love to build the hatchet. I also need to find a mountain so I could build the fire. I need the fire to light the wood pile on fire so I can actually make a smoke signal. So it's definitely required. But we're on to the top of the round with the event phase. I forget what video I was watching or if I read this online, but someone mentioned drawing from the bottom of the deck, which I think is a good idea because then you can't even see what type of card you're drawing to make it a little bit more interesting. Mine's just an event card. First event card is Ravishing Windstorm. So event cards will have a token kind of in the middle. Either it'll be a question mark token or a book. The book in this scenario doesn't do anything. Question mark tokens means a token gets placed on top of that deck, and the next time that action is performed, regardless If it's successful or not, a card will be drawn. Ravishing Windstorm says, in the morning, a storm spreads your weapons all over camp, breaking many of them. If possible, up to -2 weapon strength, which I haven't worked on my weapon at all. This slides over and this goes here. And that's it for first phase. Then I go morale phase. This increases, and then I will be able to draw 2 organizer, 2 determination tokens, which is pretty good. Phase 3 is production. So because my tile has food and wood, I gain food and wood. And then since it's before the action phase, I'm gonna go ahead and spend 1 wood to start building my wood pile over here. I have to do that at some point, and once we hit round 7, there's a chance of snow. Snow deteriorates your wood, so it's like I want to try to build as much of it as I can before that happens. Yeah. So I did production. Now we're into action phase. So what do we want to do? I want to build. I also don't want to pay the full cost of building. I need a weapon so I can maybe slaughter that goat to get some fur. Fur could help build as well. I either need 2 wood or 1 fur. This would increase. So maybe I should assign someone here. Because I only need to assign a pawn, and I can discard the card to get +1 weapon strength and a determination token. So maybe I'll assign Friday there. I'll spend. I wish I had 1 more determination token. So I kind of want to explore there. And then, because I want to build a shelter, but the issue is I'm gonna take both of my wood, and I kind of need my wood, but at the same time, like, I don't know. Kind of just need to do it. So, okay. So I'll place this up here with the 2 wood. I'll kind of place it like up that way. Okay. Oh, also, I discovered a river, so there's some inventions that require a river. The map and the dam. Looks like that's pretty much it. So I still need to find a hills biome and mainly a mountains biome. That's what I'm really gunning for at this point. Okay, all pawns have been assigned, so I can start resolving left to right. So first the threat area. Friday can go ahead and take care of this storm card. So discard this. Weapon strength goes up to 1, and Friday will gain a determination token. I don't know if I talked about this. Friday can use 2 determination tokens to reroll any action dice once. Pretty handy to have. Going left to right. Now we're at building. Fortunately, I only assigned 1 pawn to this, so there's a chance it could fail. So let's roll these dice. And it was a success, but I also have to draw a card. So let me draw the card first, and it says Sting. You have been stung by a bee. Place a wound on your character's belly. Shuffle this into the event deck. There's already a wound on my character's belly because I ate some bad berries earlier. I don't know how this works. I'm gonna real quick check the rules. I've never ran into a situation where you're told to assign a wound when you already have a wound. I'm not sure how to proceed. I'm not gonna look too long, but I just want to real quick see if I see anything about that. Yeah, I'm not seeing much. Yeah, I don't know. I'll just play it that I don't get another wound. I mean, I already have 1 wound, so, but I will still shuffle this into the event deck. So that's shuffled, but that was successful. So I was able to build a shelter, which is good, moving up in the world. So I can flip this token. We have a shelter now. I won't be taking wounds at the end of the round. And then also I can start building a roof and a palisade. Pretty sweet. The last action to resolve is exploring. So, thanks to the dog, it's successful, though because this token is on this deck, I still have to draw a card from the adventure deck. Cold wind. During your walk, you feel cold winter wind blowing on your back, and I shuffle this into the event deck. That can't be good. But I did successfully explore, so let me whip a tile. It's still not in mountain tile. This is getting ridiculous. Another card I could put on the beast deck. And I get 3 discovery tokens, which is kind of crazy. Let's see what I get. So first one is Old Machete, so that will increase my weapon strength by 1. Next is the X scenario symbol, which is a pirate saber, increases my weapon strength by 1. And then finally, candles. So I can discard this to get a neutral pawn for building. And that's a one-time use thing. Helpful stuff for sure. I'm still looking for that mountains though. This is not good. I at least have a shelter. But I really need one of these other 2 tiles to be a mountains because I don't really want to move my camp around. I mean, I can. It's not the end of the world, but I mean, I definitely like being on a spot that has wood and food. So don't really want to move there. Hopefully one of these 2. There's not that many tiles in total, so it has to come up at some point. Okay, but that was all of my tokens. So all of these move down into here. I'll go ahead and discard these 2 because pretty much discovery tokens, I'm pretty sure you can just use whenever. So this will just increase my weapon strength up to 3, which is pretty good. I can almost start like hunting some stuff now, which is pretty nice. That'll be nice to get. I need some fur because fur is an alternative to build like the roof and the palisade. So I can use my wood for the wood pile because I really do need a lot of wood for that. Okay. Is the end of the action round. Weather phase, there's no weather. Night phase, I don't want to move my camp. I'll get rid of the 1 food for eating. I'm not sleeping outside, so I don't lose any wounds. That's it. We're on to round number 3. I have to remember, I have both of these starting equipment over here. I have this pistol and this biscuits. Both have 2 uses. I might have to go hunt. It might not be a bad idea. I also have the goat I can still take out. Because that'll get me some fur. I can't use that. I need to also get a roof soon because starting next round, it's going to start raining. If I don't have a roof, that spells trouble. So, okay. Start of round 3. We draw a card from the bottom. That was just a normal event card. Oh boy, it says bear. A bear finds your camp and destroys it. So I put a black marker on the arranged camp space. Next time, during the next arranged camp, you must discard this token instead of getting the usual benefits. Okay. I also probably need to build a shovel this round because that's the only way I can repair what this bear did. Okay, so that's done. Morale phase. Morale goes up again. I'm at the top of the track, so I can either gain 2 determination or heal 1. I'm going to gain 2 determination tokens because I need to start using those to get some of my abilities rolling. Then we're on to production phase. So my spot produces, or my camp produces 1 food and 1 wood. And then we're on to the action phase. So couple things I want to do for sure. I would like to build a shovel. I need to explore some more. What was the other thing I wanted to do? I think those are the main ones. So I could do something like the dog and I go there. I could spend 3, or no, I have candles. I don't even have to spend the determined. Yeah, I'll spend my discovery token to get an extra brown pawn just for building, and I'll go ahead and build the shovel over here. And then I'll have Friday. Friday can try to explore up there, I guess. We really just need to explore. I need to find that mountain. And then after that, I'll be in a little bit better position. Okay, so left to right, buildings first. Shovel doesn't require any materials, and 2 pawns were there, so it is automatically successful. So I can remove the token, flip the card. A lot of the times when you build inventions, it's recommended to put them up there and then filter them down at the end. I normally do that if they only give a bonus. The shovel doesn't give any bonus, it's just there. So I'm just flipping it over. That's all good. So exploring. Let's start with Friday at the top because he has a chance of failing this. Let's see if he fails. 1 dice rolled off the table. It's a success, and he is taking 1 wound though. Yeah, we'll just take the wound and be successful. Cool. Good job, Friday. So then the tile it's a mountain tile. Not the one I wanted to see, but at least it's a mountain tile. Card gets added to the hunting deck. A discovery token is drawn. Tobacco, it lets me increase the morale. There's a totem token or symbol, which doesn't matter. Okay, and then, yeah, so now that I've drawn a mountain tile, I can start building some of the important stuff like the hatchet, the knife, the fire. Yeah, that's kind of crucial, I'd say. And then for my other explorer, with the help of the dog, it's automatically successful, and it's a river this time. That gets me another discovery token. This one is poison, so if I have the pot made, I can use that to increase my weapon by 2 weapon strength. That's pretty much all that river token is going to do for me. Dang. Okay. So that is the action phase. These will filter down to here. Okay, weather phase. There's still no weather for now, but that's going to change next round, so I'm not looking forward to that. Night phase. So I can move my camp. I guess I will. I kind of don't want to, but I guess I kind of need to. I really wish I could have moved here, and I can move here, but I'd rather be at a spot that gives me wood and food. So I'll move here and then kind of explore that way, I guess. I don't like it. It's not good, but it's what I got. What else? We got to eat food, so 1 food's gone for feeding the carpenter. We got a shelter, so we're chilling there. No food is rotting, and so that is the end of that round. On to round number 4. All right, round 4, we are cruising along. That's one thing I kind of found, and maybe, I'm not expecting to play this 100% accurately, but like now that I've gotten the rules down, like the couple playthroughs I've done, it seems like the gameplay is pretty fast, even though there's, a fair amount of rules and stuff going on. Yeah, it's not as long of a game as I thought, but we'll see. Probably start slowing down as I need to think more, but go ahead and start with the next phase, the event phase, and it is heavy clouds. The token gets added to the build deck. The rain wakes you up and it seems it will rain the whole day. Put rain in the weather space. Great. Food crates gets discarded. There's no penalty for that. Rain token gets added to weather. Also, the rain dice will be rolled, so there's a good chance there's going to be 2 rain. So that's not good. Morale phase. I will gain 2 determination tokens. We're already maxed out on morale, which is great. Production phase, I get 1 wood and 1 food. Okay, so a couple things I'm gonna do. Since it's before the action phase, I'm going to spend 2 wood to throw some more, well, I was gonna throw more wood onto the wood pile, but Actually might save the wood. Instead, what I'm gonna do is first off, I'll use the large leaves. I can discard that to get rid of this rain token. And then since I have a weapon of 3, I can also slaughter this goat, which I will do now. That'll gain me a fur and some perishable food. Which is good. Yeah. This is now, that was the production phase, right? So then now we're into the action phase. First I'll assign Friday down here. He's kind of weak, so I don't want to have him do anything too crazy. Next though, I do probably want to explore there, and then I will take, oh, you know what? I'm gonna retroact something back real fast. Yeah, I'm gonna retroact that I do spend that 2 wood in the wood pile, because I don't really need it this round, because I was gonna build the roof anyway. And the roof requires fur, so I'll be fine with that. But I will spend 3 determination tokens to activate my 1 ability, which gets me an extra neutral tile to help build. I will sign that up here to the roof along with the 1 fur. Well, it's up there. And yeah, we're chilling. So now we start resolving. Going left to right. So first Friday is working on repairing the campsite from the bear. And since I have the shovel, I can discard this and gain a determination token for Friday. Then we go to building. Build the roof up here. So now I have roof level 1. This gets discarded, this gets discarded, and then since there is a token on the deck, draw a card. You take a break to strengthen the camp with vegetation. When it overgrows with grass, it will be even stronger. Okay, that actually sounds like kind of a good one, but maybe not. Maybe I'll get like poison ivy or something from it. There's that. And then finally we explore, which with the help of the dog, I am just successful at. Don't need to roll anything. Let's hope for a decent tile. This one's not great, but it's fine. So that goes here. Another card gets added to the beast deck. I get another discovery token. It's the minus symbol, which means I can gain 3 determination tokens for discarding it. That's it for the action phase, so that slides down. Then weather phase. We have to roll the weather dice now, the rain dice. Rolled 1 rain symbol. How rain works is you total up the number of rain clouds compared to your roof level. If there's more rain than your roof level, you're losing what is it? You lose wood and food for each. So if there was 2 rain clouds, I only had a roof level of 1, I would lose 1 wood and 1 food. But since I just made my roof level 1, we're chilling. So we're all good there. Night phase, I can move my camp. I guess I kind of need to, don't I? There's one tile I'm looking for specifically, and it's not coming up, and this is really not good. There's only, what, 2 tiles left? 3 tiles left? Wait, how are there 3 tiles? There's only 2 spots. Do I not get to see all the tiles? I mean, I guess I have a mountain, so I don't need to really move around anymore. Yeah, I guess I'll stay where I am. Just eat my 1 food for the night, and yeah, be on to round number 5. Yeah. I'm gonna take a real quick break. I know it's kind of early, but I'll be back in like 2 or 3 minutes. So hang tight. Hello, everybody. Sorry about that, but I am back now and ready to continue onwards and upwards. So, round number 5. Just kind of looking over how everything looks right now. So, what needs done? I need to get more wood. I need to build the hatchet. I need to start getting wood because once I start having to roll the orange and the white dice for weather, like that's gonna really start eating away at my wood supply. The thing that sucks about snow, which is on the white dice, there's pretty much, as far as I could tell, there's nothing you can do about snow. If you roll snow and you have wood, you're losing it. So it makes it a lot harder to stockpile wood for a wood pile. But jump off that bridge when I get there. So bottom card is another event card, Fight in the Dark. One predator killed another. You spent the night in the safety of your camp. If possible, discard one beast card from the hunting deck. Okay. This card I'm not gonna be able to do anything about. I'll worry about that here in a second. Morale phase. Gain 2 determination tokens. Production phase, I gain a wood and a food. Also, I guess that food I had in storage would have rotted away after that last round. Yeah, now I could do production, or not production, the action phase. Let me think about what I want to do here. Those heavy clouds, that's going to be annoying because I need a pawn. Okay, that's not too bad, but I need also fur. I don't have any fur. That's going to be pushed out. I have to like basically resolve that this round to deal with it, and I don't have any fur. I could go hunting this round, but then I wouldn't have it to use, so I'm kind of screwed there. There's just going to be some extra rain incoming, which is not great to see. I'm not going to be able to... I guess I could build my roof this round more, but I don't have a lot of wood either. Oh boy, oh boy. Just kind of think about this for a second. Might do hunting. Also, Friday only has 1 health. He's about to die, so I can't really use him too much more. I really do I need to build like the hatchet like this round. Probably, I should have built it a lot sooner, but there's not enough time. There's not enough actions. Okay. I still haven't found a hills biome, haven't I? There's 2 tiles left, and I think there's 3. I'm so confused how there's 3 tiles left. Unless I can place one down here, but like these edge spaces are kind of partially cut off, so I feel like I can only place 2 of them. So I imagine 2 of the 3 have to be hills. That's just... I imagine how that works. So I guess I don't know. I really need to build more roof, but I can't do that till I have more wood or fur, which I have neither. Build the hatchet, which requires wood to build. Oh, this is such a headache. Okay, I'm gonna spend 1, 2, 3, the extra worker, and 2 for my other ability, economical construction, which then requires 1 fewer wood to build something. So I can assign my pawn to the hatchet over here. Requires me to spend no wood, and I can build that. So that's good. Now, what is Friday gonna do? I don't want Friday just to heal, but I think that's what he's gonna have to do. Ooh. I guess if I resolve this card, then this one won't get pushed out, but then I still can't... I can't resolve this and hunt this round. Well, I could. Yeah, no, I can. I'm dumb. Because I can assign that there, and then go hunting with the dog. Seems like a decent plan. Yeah, I kind of like this. This might work out. Maybe. So then starting to resolve left to right, starting with the threat area. Friday resolves this, so gains a determination token. Then we're gonna do some hunting. My first time hunting this game. Let's see what we're hunting, and it's a puma, of course. Well, it has a so I guess I haven't really explained how combat works in this game. So when you're fighting against something, there's a couple numbers down here. First number is their strength, which is what you're comparing your weapon strength against. Now, how hunting works in this game is you always succeed. No matter what, you always will be successful in hunting. It's just how much damage are you going to be taking in return. So you compare your weapon score to their strength. My weapon is 3, their strength is 5. That means I'm taking 2 points. You take the difference. This next box, if there was a number listed here, that's how much your weapon decreases by. Weapons fine for the puma, doesn't get decreased at all. And this will give me 2 food and 1 fur. And sometimes they have abilities down here at the bottom, like this puma says if I don't have the medicine, which I don't, I'd lose 2 wounds after this fight. What's nice is though I have my pistol over here, so I can use 1 use of that to get a temporary +3 that gives me 6 total weapon strength. So I'm able to kill this puma without taking any wounds. The weapon doesn't go down, so I get 2 food and 1 fur. So the 2 food is pretty much useless to me because it's just going to rot, but 1 fur is kind of nice because I can use that next round to get rid of this card. And then I'll have to deal with more rain, so that'll be good. Okay. What was the help of the dog? I guess I had to use 2 pawns, but yeah, whatever. Dog helped me out there. What else did I... Oh, and then I have to build, which, since I used determination to grab this pawn, it's successful, and I build the hatchet, which means I can place a +1 wood token where my camp tile is, and during production, it produces an extra wood. So that's that. Okay. I guess that's it for action phase. Weather time. Let's see what the weather dice is going to roll up to be. And I kind of rolled it off the screen here, but it ended up being just 1 rain. So my roof is still level 1, so I'm fine for now. Nighttime, I can move my camp. I don't want to, so I just need to eat some food. And I'm in a shelter, so I'm fine. The rest of this food rots away, which sucks, but I don't have anything right now to do with that food. If I had something like the pot, I could turn that food into health, but the issue is, to build the pot, I need to find the hills biome, and that's just not happening at the moment, so it is what it is. And I think that's, double check I'm not missing anything. We're on to round 6, so kind of at the halfway point for this scenario, and I haven't built the fire. I've only built a small portion of the wood pile, like 1/5 of it. Just 15, I built 3, yeah. Oh boy. Okay, so event card time. Looks like it's one of these exploration things. Nausea. You feel terrible and you won't be able to work today. The character with a wound on their belly has only 1 pawn this round. Great. And I have to draw another card too. Double great. Oh, and it's the this has the same effect. Okay, let's draw the bottom card again. It's another stronger constructions, +1 palisade. If you have a shelter, draw another card. That's the first good card I've seen come out of this deck. Okay, now I'm getting a normal event card. Body on the beach. In the morning, you find a dead body on the beach. It is one of your shipmates. It is not something you like to see in the morning. Decrease morale. Understandable. Okay. Then morale phase. Well, morale just goes right back up, and I will gain 2 more tokens. I guess let me clear the ones off my board that I used last round. Those are gone. Morale phase is done. Production phase, I get 2 wood and a food. And what's nice is I now have 3 wood, so I can use that towards my wood pile, which I think I will do. I double check I don't need wood at the moment for anything. Yeah, no, I think I'm good. I built the next chunk of my wood pile, so I still need 9 more, but slowly making more progress. But yeah, so that was production. Now we're on to the action phase. So I only get 1 tile or 1 pawn to use this round. I definitely want someone to do this so we don't have to deal with more rain. Friday really needs healed up. What else needs done? The fire needs built because that would help the palisade. We need more wood. Friday could go gather. It really needs healed though. So I think I'll assign my pawn to do that threat. Friday just rest. I don't love doing that, but he only has 1 health. So if he gets hit again, he's dead, which then he will be a lot less helpful then. So let's avoid that. So then resolving these left to right. Dog, yeah, I guess I'm not really doing anything with the dog this round. So I'll resolve this first. I guess I do have to spend the fur also to strengthen the roof. And I can discard this and gain 1 determination token. And then not building anything. So the only other thing I'm doing is just resting with Friday, which just moves his health up 1. And I guess that's it. I get my other token back. It's the end of production, or end of the action phase. Weather. Let's see what the weather's gonna be. Can we actually roll it normally? That's 2 rain clouds. That's not good because my roof level is only 1. So that means I have to lose 1 food and 1 wood. I only have 1 food. So that means I have to take a wound. So I lose the food, take a wound because of the rain. And then that was just the weather phase. So now it comes nighttime. First I can move the camp, which I don't really want to. Now I gotta eat and my food's gone. So now I lose another health. No, that's another 2 health. Fun times. Yeah, and then that's the end of that. So now we're on to round 7, where all 3 weather dice are now going to be used. So I really need to raise my roof level 1 more time to not get like completely screwed. Okay. Just doing a quick look over of everything. Okay, yeah, this is, yeah, I just need probably to gather some, I guess. Need to build the fire. I need to increase my roof, but I can't really do that till I have fur or wood. Because I want to spend wood on this. Yeah, whatever. All right, let's do the event phase first. Normal event card, and it is Frost. Of course, there's a token going on gather right when I was gonna do that. What you feared most has just happened. I have to place a snow token on the weather space. How did it know that's what I feared most? Because, yeah, snow is not good for me right now. This is gonna kind of screw me because that means I'm guaranteed to at least lose 1 wood regardless. Hydrate reminder. Thanks, Streamlabs. Everybody, stay hydrated out there. I still don't. I need to get those reminders working a little bit better at some point. But hey, at least one of them's working. Stream Elements is working. I don't know about Streamlabs, but they're weird. I really need to. I keep saying I'll get to it, and it's like it's because it's not a big deal, but it's something I want to fix. Anyway, okay. So I did event phase. Now we're in morale phase, so I can gain to determination. I could gain some health because I am getting lower on health, but for now I'm okay. I could use, I think, the determination tokens a little bit more. Then we're on to production. So we'll gain two wood and what else? And then 1 food. And on to the action phase. So what am I gonna do here? Well, I was gonna say I could just try to spend my wood, but I guess also if I spend wood, then I'm still gonna take wounds for wood I couldn't lose. Oh, this is a struggle. The snow sucks. It's so annoying. I guess I'll spend 2 tokens to spend 1 less, and I'll spend 3 to get an extra worker. And I'm basically going to spend 1 wood to increase my roof level again. It kind of needs done at some point. Yeah. What else? I could build medicine. There's a lot of items I still can't build because I just don't have the hills biome discovered. What else? I have another token. I don't really want to do anything down here. Building the roof seems pretty important. What else can I do to fight against this weather? Sucks. I want to gather, but also I'm gonna have to draw another gathering card. Could go hunting. Maybe I do want to go hunting. And then have Friday gather. Yeah, that seems like an okay idea. I go hunting with the dogs so I can get some fur and some food. And then Friday goes to gather some extra wood. Yeah, I don't hate that. So then we start resolving left or right. So we do hunting first. A little nervous of what we're gonna hunt, and it's goats. Bunch of goats. So they have a strength of 4. My weapon's only 3, so I'm gonna be taking 1 wound. I pass the little arrow here, meaning morale goes down 1. But I'm not gonna waste my other pistol bullet on goats because they're not worth the bullets. They also then get me 3 food, which I definitely will grab this time because probably gonna need it here in a second. I guess this does go up top technically. And then I do gain 1 fur as well. Cool, that was actually a pretty decent hunt. So then what else? Next we do gathering. There's only 1 token, just Friday, so let's see how he does. Successful with no wounds, which is awesome. Though there is this token on the deck, meaning I'm gonna have to draw a card. So, drew unexpected trouble. You went to bring some resources, but you also brought something else. Bad news. Cover the terrain type on the tile where you are gathering resources with a black token. Treat this terrain as unexplored on this tile. What does that mean? Treat this terrain type as unexplored on this tile. I have already explored mountains up there, so I guess that's really not that bad. Friday comes back. I do gain some wood. I guess the only other thing left to do is build the roof, which is just successful. So put all this back and get rid of these determination tokens. That's it for this phase. So this stuff moves down. Now we're on to the weather phase. This is not going to be good. I mean, I at least have a level 2 roof now, which is decent, but this ain't going to be good regardless. Oh my God. Okay. Sorry, I'm just double checking what's going on. So I rolled 3 snow symbols, plus I have the token there. So that's 4 snow total. Meaning, first off, I'm losing 2 wood. And then I am taking 2 wounds. The wood I couldn't lose. This is breaking my palisades, so that's down to level 0 now. And then since there's 4 snow symbols and my roof is only at level 2, I have to lose 2 food, and I would have to lose 2 more wood. I don't have any, so I think that's 2 more wounds, which then makes morale go down again, which I'm going to discard this tobacco token to make it just go back up. Yikes. That was bad. I knew it was going to be bad, but that was bad. The token, luckily, is gone. Night phase, I can move camp. I don't want to. Eat food, let's do it. And then that's pretty much that. I will discard this minus token. That gets me 3 determination tokens. So I'll go ahead and snag those for myself. I'm gonna start healing wounds, I think, during this morale phase. But that's it for the night phase. This last piece of food is gonna be gone. Not really much left as our resources. The snow and rain, I guess that was all snow that time, just took it out completely. Not good. Not good. Okay. I have a plan, though. I have a plan, kind of. Okay, so we're on to round number 8. So in 2 rounds, that ship is going to go by, and I need to be ready. I haven't built the fire, and I still need to build the wood pile more. Next card is weakness. You'll hope that it is just a temporary weakness and not something serious. You'll rest, eat, and hopefully get better. This round, the first player cannot use their special abilities. Yeesh. Not good. Okay, I only have this. Okay. Then this card gets knocked off as well, so that means morale goes down by 2. Yikes. Then morale phase, morale goes up 1 and gains me a determination token. Not a good time. I was planning on healing and I kind of forgot that was going to happen. Okay. Production phase, I get 2 wood and a food. Which I just throwing everywhere at this point. And then I will spend 1 wood towards this wood pile before the action phase, which we're on the action phase now. Okay. I need to deal with this frost card here because I don't want more snow coming. So I guess I'll use Friday and a piece of wood to get rid of that. What else can I do? I could go gathering. I could go hunting to get more fur. I need a better roof. Sucks I can't use any of my abilities. I guess I have to. I'm gonna spend both my tokens to build a better roof along with this fur. I guess that's probably the best idea. I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's everybody. So first off, we're resolving Friday over here. Spending the wood. Discard that. Gain 2 determination tokens. I guess I'm gonna change things a little bit. I'm gonna have me use one of my tokens there instead, just so I get the determination tokens. Now I use Friday up there to assist, because it's pretty much all the same. That way I get the tokens, because he's got enough. He doesn't need more. Now our roof level is 3, so that's good. Okay, guess that's it for this production. Do I keep calling it production phase? It's the action phase. Now we go weather. I'm kind of nervous about this. Last round was really rough. Okay, no snow this time, but a lot of rain. But luckily, there's 3 rain, and that's exactly what I have. So we've roof level 3. Unfortunately, though, the symbol breaks my palisade by 1. My palisade is already 0, so I'm taking a wound. Which means morale is going down again. Bad times. And then the night phase, I'm not moving camp, so I'll spend 1 food and be all good there. Hunt around number 9. This ain't looking good. My health is real low. I'm down to 3. Morale is also real low. This is, yeah. I guess I could take these off too, because start using my abilities again. Yeah, I guess we'll just draw bottom event card. Flying surprise. In the middle of the night, a huge piece of wood hits the camp. So I either have -1 roof or -1 palisade. Yes, my roof is now down to 2. And I have to add a token to the build deck. Yikes. Morale phase. Morale goes up by 1. That gains me 1 determination token. I guess this wound has also gone off my stomach. That's been resolved. Production phase. I gain 2 wood and a food. I might just put this 2 wood towards the wood pile, so I have 3 of the 4 for that part. And I really need to build the mast. To do that, I need to build rope and get some fur. I guess I'll assign Friday and the dog to go hunting. I'll resolve that. And then spend 3 tokens to get an extra worker to guarantee that I can build the rope. Which I also know I need to build the fire. Maybe I should do that first, actually. I guess technically I probably should do that first, because that would also help my palisade. All right, we'll do that. Still a lot of determination tokens, which is nice, but... Okay, so first off, resolving left to right, getting rid of this threat, get determination token for doing so. And then we're resolving the hunting going on, and it's an alligator. Yikes. Well, I'll go ahead and use the other shot for my pistol, because I feel like I'm gonna need it for this. Of course, it's the one beast that probably doesn't give any fur, and that's like the one reason I'm trying to hunt is to get some fur. So the alligator's dead, decreases my weapon level by 2, gains me 3 food, which is useless to me. I have no use for food because I'm getting 1 each round, and that's really all I need. I have no way to like convert this food to anything else, and then yeah, gosh, that sucked. Okay. And then we're building, which will be successful, but I do have to flip a card because of the token. Fire has been built though. Palisade level goes up 1, and that's been done for the wood pile. So now I just need 7 more pieces of wood. I can get 3 from there, which is almost half. So like, that's decent, I guess, maybe. I don't know. Okay. Oh, then I need to resolve the token, that's right. So, build card in a hurry. Discard this card or draw 2 discovery tokens and shuffle this into the event deck. I'll take 2 discovery tokens. I'm kind of in a bind, so I feel like I kind of need it. candles. That would be an extra worker for building. That could be nice. And then this symbol is 2 wood only for the wood pile. That's really nice. So I can complete this stack. I guess I have to wait till I actually get access to the tokens. Yeah, that's it for this round. So now I get access to the tokens. So then, yeah, I'll just discard this, finish that pile, and assign 1 wood over there. It's now basically 4 wood away. So I really just need to build the mast. I'm getting close. This is actually looking okay. Like, my character's weak, but I have a lot of determination tokens. I think I can do this. We'll see how the weather cooperates, though, because that's what it's time for, the weather phase. So we roll these up. Oh, God. So first off, there's 2 snow. I have 0 wood. So I'm taking 2 wounds. There's also 2 rain. Well, there's 4, because you add up snow and rain. So I need to lose 2 food and 2 wood. I don't have the 2 wood to lose, so I'd have to take 2 wounds, killing my character. And that's a loss. That's the end of the first game. Yeah. I was feeling confident like 30 seconds ago, and then one bad weather roll just took me out. I mean, I knew I was low in health. God, those weather dice are brutal. I don't know how you're supposed to survive that. You know, I'm definitely doing that right. Huh. Well, that was close. I mean, if I just built the mast, I would have been 1 wood away. I also would have need to build the rope and get some fur before I could build the mast, and I'd still need 1 more wood. Not good. Not good. What also didn't help that... Well, let me look at these last map tiles. So we have mountains, hills, and hills. Okay, I knew 2 of the 3 had to be hills. So, yeah, 2 of the 3 last tiles, I didn't even get access to the hills, so I couldn't build, like, the pot, because I had all this food, but I couldn't do anything with it. Oh, man. That sucks. I think what else... I feel like I played pretty efficiently. I mean, maybe there were some small things I did, but... Dang. Well... It's just how it goes on a survival island, I guess. On deserted, cursed island. Dang. Well, I'll reset this and do a timeline. So I could definitely at least play 1 more. See how long it takes me to quickly reset this, and yeah, we'll play another round. That's the game, I know. Absolute horror, yeah. Is there ways to mitigate those weather dice rolls? I don't think so. That's what... I mean, you can kind of mitigate the rain by having a good roof. But as far as I can tell, snow, you just can't mitigate. You just have to deal with it. You just have to have wood on hand that you have to be ready to lose, or else you're going to take wounds from snow. I guess. I could be missing something. But I think there are some items I don't even know if I have. I know there's like a blanket item, which I don't think I drew, that does help mitigate snow a bit, but that's only like limited use. Yeah, I think if I just had a little bit better of like a roof, wouldn't have been as bad. But like this last card I drew just decreased my roof, so that didn't help. Yeah, that was just some not great luck. You know, definitely not some of the best luck. I couldn't find any hill biomes, so that was troublesome. Yeah. So let me continue to reset this, and then I'll at least do one more, and then we'll see how I'm doing on time-wise after. But well, I was hoping to play, multiple scenarios today, but I think it's just gonna be this one as I hopefully can get a win on it. Are these all? That's gonna drive me crazy. Wait, which way is the correct way? Okay. There we go. Okay, just trying to shuffle these, but also make sure like they're oriented correctly. So yeah, that was a tough first round. Those weather dice are just brutal. I guess I just need to plan for a better roof. I also maybe should have tried to build the hatchet a little bit sooner, because like the sooner I build that, it's more wood every round. So it's definitely one of those things, the earlier the better. I really wish I could have built the pot, because then there were a couple rounds I had a lot of excess food that it would have then been able to convert into health, but you need to find the hill biomes to get the pot, and I never did that, so I don't know what I was supposed to do besides just pound sand, I guess. Let me continue resetting this. This is gonna take a minute or two to reset, but I'll just sit here chit chat while I do it. Luckily, it's not too bad to reset. There's a fair amount of things. Mainly, the main pain is this event deck. You have to like resort out these cards, and I'll have to go shuffle these back in. And it's not too bad, but it does take a second. Like we give these a shuffle. Yeah, hopefully, rules-wise, I was playing everything pretty close to how you're supposed to. Like I said, I mean, there's a fair amount of rules to this game, but also like, now that I've played it a few times, like it's not terrible. Yeah, it does play, quicker than I anticipated. And I figured, a game like this would take a little bit longer, and I imagine, maybe with more players, that could be the case, but. These are all the inventions. Shuffle these back up. That's the first time my character's died that I've played. There's a couple times I've played and lost. It's just because like I didn't complete the scenario, but that's the first time I've just straight up died. It's unfortunate. Most of that damage was just from the weather, from me just not having enough wood and food to last out the storms, which is unfortunate. Let's get some new starting items over here. The Bible. When our player rearranges camp, they get 3 determination and plus heart instead of just 2. Pipe tobacco gets me 2 determination tokens. Okay, pipe tobacco seems pretty good. The Bible, I don't know how much I'm going to use that, but because I didn't rearrange camp once last game, but maybe that's also something I need to change to actually try to get a win here. Seems like at least in the solo mode, it's not like the most efficient thing to do. Especially because like you already gain 1 morale each round just for being alive, so. What else? Okay, I guess I just need to do this deck at this point. Oh, man. Let's hope this next round goes a little bit better. Shuffle these event cards up to get some good ones. I think I just really need to try to, be a bit more, I guess I need to prepare my roof more and maybe just, prepare for the weather a bit more. I think maybe I was just underestimating it a little bit. I don't know. Don't know what I could have done better. Give this one more shuffle, and then get the final thing going. What else do I need to reset? I think that's pretty much it. Put this over here. Shuffle these up. Triple checking I'm not forgetting to set up anything. I think I'm actually good. Weather dice over here. Hydrate real fast. Okay, just doing one last look over to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. I guess some small thing I'm forgetting, but shovel should start with a token on it. No other beach tiles. All right. Attempt number 2, Castaways. Same scenario, same goal. Need to build the fire item and the wood pile by the 10th, 11th, or 12th round to be spotted by the ship. And yeah, I guess that's it. Let's just get started. We skip the event phase, go right to morale. Morale goes up by 1, and I gain a determination token. Production phase, I get wood and food. And then we're on to the first action phase, which I think I pretty much want to do what I kind of did last time. Seems like the triple explorers kind of what I need to do here. Yeah. So I will start first with Friday at the top. Roll for them. Yikes. It is a success, but they're also taking 2 wounds right off the bat. So... okay, well, at least they were successful. That would suck if they took the wounds and then I didn't get anything out of it. Let's see if the top title is please be something. Okay, it's a mountain. That is good to see right away. I do gain a discovery token also, which is the thorny bushes, which will be an increase to palisade. Okay, next exploration is the center one, which is the help of the dog. I am just successful. Another mountains tile. Not the one I wanted to see. It is another discovery token, which this one is +2 wood for the wood pile. I guess I probably would have spent my 1 wood I did have before the action phase on the wood pile. I'm gonna retro that back a little bit, because then I can spend that token to get the +2, and that'll be good. Okay, so that was successful, and then I also need to add a beast card into the hunting deck, and then finally the bottom exploring, which I'm gonna need to roll for again. Try to get a good dice roll. Successful, but I do have to draw an adventure card. Wrong track. You've become lost. Don't make it back to the camp for night. At the beginning of the next day, you will return to the camp with some wood. So I execute the night phase outside the camp. At the beginning of the next round, get 2 wood. It's the first time I've had to deal with this, because I've read about this in the rules, but I never had to deal with it. But I do get 2 wood, which is good. That means I'll have to maybe double check the rules, but I'm pretty sure like the food I have is back at camp. But since I'm not at camp, I'm gonna like starve essentially. But let's see what the bottom tile is. Hopefully it's the hills. It's plains. It's another beast added to here. 3 more discovery tokens. Just the root one, so let me just grab that one. It's candles, the temp worker for building. Then we have tobacco for raising morale. And then finally, nourishing larvae for food. So let me triple check real fast how this whole being away from camp for the night works, because I definitely read this, but I don't really remember how it works with food. Okay, so the stuff I gain actually goes on my character sheet. It doesn't really matter except for this discovery token. It's the only one that like kind of matters, so I'll just put it there for now. Because it's the end of the action phase. This stuff moves down, this stuff moves down. Then weather we don't worry about. Night phase, not in a shelter, so I do lose 1 health, but then I do have this discovery token, which turns into 2 food, which I can keep for 1 and eat. So I don't take wounds there, and I guess I go back to camp after that. I will also spend this other discovery token that gains me 2 wood to the wood pile and go ahead and mark off that as well. I also did find mountains, which is good, and hills, so I can start marking off stuff that has all of that. So like the hatchet I can build, the fire, the knife, the medicine, some rope. What else? What else? Bed, apparently. And I think that's it. Okay. All right, I'm gonna double check I'm not forgetting anything. Looks good. On to round 2, drawing the first event card. Storm damage, lose half your roof or palisade rounded down. Well, they're both at 0, so pound sand. Add a token to the gather deck and we're rolling. Maybe I'll go ahead and use my tobacco to raise morale. Actually, no, I'll hold on. I'll hold on to that for now. But I will still, morale will be raised by 1 and I'll gain 2 tokens, determination tokens, which is pretty good. And then production phase, I guess I could have moved my camp. I really don't want to. For now, I'm not. I guess I could move it up there. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I'll still gain 1 food and 1 wood. Guess that food up there would have rotted also. Okay. I need to build a shelter. Sorry, I'm looking at my options here. How else could I get some wood? Get determination from pipe tobacco. And get an extra worker there. So worker +2. Wouldn't have to spend any wood. I'd still need 2 wood if I want to build a roof. I don't have any fur. Yeah, I guess I do need to hold on to the wood I have. Wouldn't mind trying to explore too. So maybe I could do something like spend my discovery token that gets me an extra worker. I'll spend them on the hatchet over here along with 2 determinations, so I don't have to pay the wood cost. I kind of wanted to explore, but I don't know if that's a great idea. I need to build a shelter is what I really need to do. So I keep taking damage at night, which isn't good. I can't build a roof till I have a shelter. Okay, yeah, I guess I'll use Friday and we'll build a roof. Or I guess a shelter. My bad. Okay, that's all that. So only thing we're resolving is building some stuff. So I'll build this hatchet first. Which that's now built, which will give me a +1 wood at wherever my campsite is. And then up here, we're flipping this because we've built a shelter now. I guess that's all we got this round. So I guess now that I have a shelter built, I can also use this Palisade Discovery token to start boosting my Palisade level. Grab 1 more tokens for my roof, even though it's not built yet. Okay, weather we don't worry about, and then night phase. Now have a shelter, we have food. I don't want to move my shelter, so that's all we're doing. On to round 3. Let's draw the bottom event deck card. Winter depression. You have no good clothes, no good shelter. You are tired, hungry, cold. Morale goes down. Okay. This card gets discarded. Morale phase. Morale goes back up, and I get 2 tokens. So I'll discard the ones from my board. I forgot about those. Production phase. I get 2 wood and a food. Okay. So then action phase. I'm going to assign Friday to the repairing from the storm damage over here. I could explore. I could hunt. I don't know what I want to do. Could gather. Need to build a fire at some point. Shovel would be kind of good to have. Shovel's not really needed for anything, so maybe not. I build rope at some point, so I could probably build the mast. I want to save that for now, though. Yeah, I'm gonna maybe just try to go hunting for some fur. And then maybe I'll spend 3 determination tokens to get an extra worker and build a fire. That seems like a decent play, maybe. I don't know. All right, so resolving left to right. Friday first, he's repairing the roof. So our roof level goes up by 1. Pretty sweet. Excuse me for 1 second. Okay. So that was resolved. Next, we do a little bit of hunting. Let's see what... Well, actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to explore instead, because I just realized my weapon level is 0. So hunting would be a very stupid idea right now. Yeah, do I even need to explore more? And debating on what I want to do now instead. Exploring doesn't really seem that much better of an idea at the moment. Guess maybe I'll put the dog back and actually just increase my weapon, maybe. Yeah, maybe I'll just try to increase my weapon by 1. I guess that could work. Okay. So now I resolve building. The fire is just built. No worries there. That also increases my palisade by 1. And then that's built for the wood fire, the wood pile. Now I need to try to resolve the upgrading the weapon. Let me roll some of these. That is a fail. That's like the worst fail, because it's kind of hard to see those dice, but I failed, I took a wound, and I have to draw a card. I have no... If I had just some determination tokens, I might be able to do something about this, but I don't. And I do gain 2 from failing, but still taking a wound, I'm still drawing a card. And I didn't build the weapon. So the wood gets returned. Broken lever. The stick you used as a lever breaks. -1 weapon strength. So awkward. I don't have any weapon strength. So I think we're just chilling. Want to double check I'm not missing anything. I think that's it for action phase. Weather, we're not doing. Night phase, losing 1 food, not moving camp. So I think that's it for that round. Round 4, this weather dice is coming in hot and fast. Okay. First we got the event card. Storm. The ocean is in a bad mood today. So I have to place the storm token on the weather tile. So the storm token says I just have to decrease my palisade by 1. So that'll be fun. Okay, morale phase. Morale goes up. Definitely gain 2 tokens. I forgot I have the pipe tobacco. I could have smoked that my last action and rerolled some dice. Shoot. I'll remember for next time. Probably not, but I'll try to remember for next time. Production phase. I get 2 wood and some food. Dropped it. I'm up to 4 wood, which isn't bad. I'm gonna go ahead and spend 3 of it. Oh my god. Just like keep like dropping it further and further out of my reach. I'm gonna spend 3 of it to then build the next part of the wood pile. Then we're on to the main phase. I'm gonna go ahead and smoke the tobacco a little bit just to get get at least 2 tokens right now. I'm gonna need them, I think. Think about my options here. So like, what do I need to do? I'd like to probably build the shovel so I can deal with the storm card next round. I wouldn't mind increasing the roof, but my weapon's just bad. Kind of need to explore more. So I guess I could have Friday and the dog explore some. Then I could just build the knife and the shovel. Then I could discard 3 determination tokens. Get a builder to use. Help me build the shovel. Something like that could be good. Yeah. Okay. So resolving. Building first, so the shovel is just successful. All built, so I can maybe repair the storm damage. And then I need to roll to see if I can build the knife. That is, once again, like the worst result. I took a wound, an adventure card, and I failed. But I have determination this time that I can spend to reroll any dice, and I'll reroll the failure dice. And it's a success. So I still take a wound, still draw a card, but I at least will be able to build the knife. Predator in camp. A predator visits camp and attacks you. Fight a beast of strength 4. Regardless of your strength, shuffle into the event deck. My strength level is 0. I have no weapons, so I think I'm just taking 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just decreasing morale a little bit. Yeah, not ideal. But at least the knife is built. I guess I'm only taking 3 damage because the knife is increasing my... What's it called? My weapon strength by 1. And then we need to explore, which I'm doing with Friday and the dog, so successful. And I can just draw a tile. Please be a good one. Okay. It's mountains. Another beast card added to the deck, and I do get a discovery token. And this is a fallen tree. I can always use more wood, so that's good. It's all the tokens, so this slides down and then gets converted into wood. Let me roll the rain dice to see how we're looking. 2 things of rain. That means I'm losing food and wood. Storm means my palisade is getting -1. And then night comes around, and though I have a roof over my head, I don't have any food, so I take another 2 health. As morale drops again, as I'm looking real low on health now at this point. Not great at all. On to round 5. Let's start with this event phase. Normal event card, and it's predators. No food sources anymore. Predators have their prey. The closest food, camp first, is exhausted. Cover it with black disc. If there's no food, each player gets 1 wound. Camp first? So, what, I just don't get food from my camp anymore? Well, that's kind of annoying. And also this card moves off, so each player has to discard 1 determination token. Great. I go to morale phase, morale goes up. I get 2 determination tokens. Okay. Probably send 1 of my pawns here. Well, actually, hold on. I still have to do production. I get 2 wood. Now I'll send 1 of my pawns to do rearrange camp. 1 of them strengthen the camp. then Friday and the dog. Or maybe I'll just have Friday try to strengthen my weapon by 1. Yeah, that seems okay. Not ideal, but I think this will maybe work. So first resolve this. So strengthening camp, since I have a shovel and I assigned a pawn, discard this, get 1 determination token. Next, keep building. So see how Friday's building skills are at building or upgrading our weapons. He did fail, and he did take a wound. We see is gaining 2 determination tokens. Good job, Friday. At least he didn't waste our wood, but kind of a waste of an action. Now he's down to 1 health. Then I get to do my thing at arranging camp. And because of the Bible, I get a lot of stuff. So I get 3 determination tokens, 1 health, and I get to increase morale. Okay. Yeah, I think that's all I can really do. Action phase is done. Weather, roll the weather dice. It's just 1 rain, luckily. So I'm chilling with my 1 level roof. Night phase. I don't have any food, so I'm going to lose 2 health. Just drops morale a little bit. All right. I guess that's it, right? So that's it for this round. On to round 6. Wait, oh boy, I need to get this wood pile going. So draw the bottom card, which is just a normal event. Sunny beach. It's a beautiful morning. You wake up in a great mood. You slept well. No effect. That's kind of crazy. Morale phase, morale increases, and I'm gonna just gain 1 health because I'm low on health. Production phase, still don't have food access here. So, I mean, if I didn't have food, you know what? I'm gonna retroact and say I would have moved camp to this tile, just so I can also explore some. I'll still gain 2 wood regardless. And do I need wood for anything at the moment? Not really. I'm gonna spend 4 of it to throw towards the wood pile. I only need 5 more wood and I can get 3 of it from the mast. This is looking decent. Not great, decent. Yeah, I guess that'll be good. I just need to explore a little bit, I guess. So I could do me and the dog and then me and Friday. That'll be good. Or I explore once and then I try to build our roof up a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna spend 2 tokens to decrease the wood cost by 1. 3 tokens to get an additional builder. Take mine, go up here and build a better roof for the cost of 1 wood. And then I'll still explore twice, but I'll just not guarantee you once. Okay, so building first. This will succeed, so roof will be level 2. Carpenter comes back. Extra worker up there. Then we can now explore. I'll do, if the order doesn't matter, I'll go with Friday first. Because if he's rolling the dice, I mean, he's gonna be drawing a card anyway. Ooh, maybe I shouldn't. Yeah, maybe I'll resolve mine first. Because I'm guaranteed to get it. And then I have to resolve that. let me go ahead and do this first. That's a plains area. Discovery token gives me some treasure. And yeah, that's that. So then I also need to draw this. Adventure card. Down in the valley, you spot a shrine in the woods. Discard this card or draw one mystery, only resolve treasure, and shuffle this into the event deck. I'll take a treasure. Ropes. You can use them to reinforce your shelter, +1 palisade or +1 roof. Yeah, I'll discard that ropes to... I guess I don't get access to it right away, do I? Technically, it goes up there. And then this gets shuffled. Okay. Then what else? So now Friday needs to roll the dice to try to explore, which I forgot he only has 1 health. So if he fails this thing could be looking good. So I guess I could spend 2 determination to reroll this, but odds are not in my favor on this. Maybe I shouldn't have done this because Friday is just gonna die. I'm already kind of late in this round. I don't want to like retroact everything. I guess I'll spend 2 determination to reroll this, but it's like a 1 in 6 chance that this actually works. Yeah, no, that didn't work. Yeah, I guess Friday's dead. It's gonna make this scenario a lot harder. All right, well, I get treasure and I get the ropes, and I'll spend the ropes to reinforce the roof. Spend my treasure discovery to draw another treasure. I get an old map. Each player gets 1 determination token. I'll grab an extra determination token. Discard that. Weather phase. Roll the weather dice. Just literally rolled it on the ground. I need to retry that. Weather dice. 1 rain, so that's a nothing for me. Night phase, I can move my camp, which I definitely will. Because I'm losing 2 more health because I don't have any food, decreasing morale. And then that's the end of that round. On to round 7, where I now am going to be rolling all of the dice. Excuse me, all the weather dice. But I'm actually making okay progress. Like, I have the fire built, all of the wood pile is built, minus the last 5 pieces I need. So, though Friday is dead, it's not completely lost at this point. I'm gonna retroact something. I'm gonna move my camp back before doing more stuff. I was just looking around, taking a gander at what's coming. It's no good is what's coming. So first we have nightmares. Put a reroll token on build, gather, and explore action spaces. During the next action, each of these types you must reroll, yada yada yada. Cool. So I have to add reroll tokens to everything. This is well, draw another card, which I kind of saw, but the next card is what goes around comes around. In the morning, you find a dead body of the predator that previously attacked you, gain 2 food and 2 fur, draw another card. Okay, well, that is helpful. Might actually kind of save me a little bit. Next card is a normal event card. missed. Go outside your camp. Start to pray. Put minus explorer on the explorer action space. So to explore costs an extra dude. The reason I wanted to retroact my camp back is because when this card goes off, it says resolve the effect of the event again. So I have to cover the closest food icon. And I didn't want to move to this space just to have it go again. Because now I can just have it go to this space because they're both one space away. Next round I'll move there and then I'll be fine food-wise. So then morale goes up. Though my health is low, and this might come back to, well, actually, I'm gonna raise my health. I say this might come back to bite me, but I'm raising my health. I don't care. No, actually, I'll gain 2 determination. Well, I'll gain health. I'll gain health, and then I'm gonna use my tobacco pipe to gain 2 determination. That's what I'll do. So then production phase, I just gain 2 wood. Honestly, I have enough wood that if I just build the mast, I win. I need to get to that quick. Like, very quick. I'm gonna like beeline that. I need to build the rope first, and then I can build the mast. Okay. I think I will spend 3 to get a additional worker that can help me build the rope. I'll assign my other to do arrange camp. So then resolve building first, which is successful. So I don't even have to roll dice. I don't have to worry about the reroll. And rope has been built, constructed. So now I can build the mast next round and I think just win maybe as long as I survive to next round. Then arranging camp, I get, because of my Bible, 3 determination tokens and health. So that'll give me a little bit more breathing room. Should be good. That's that. So then weather phase, I'm rolling all the weather dice. So I have a decent roof right now, so let's hope it's not too bad. It's pretty bad. So 2 snow is gonna wipe out 2 of my wood, which I needed to do cool stuff, but that's whatever. Rain, I'm protected by because it's 3 total and I have a roof of 3. My palisade is breaking by 1. Wasn't great weather roll, but it could have been worse. Nighttime comes, I can spend 1 food, and I'm also gonna move camp to here. My other food rots. Beginning of the 8th round. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be, as long as I can survive till round 10, I think I can do this. I just gotta play a little carefully, but I think I can do this. So, draw the bottom event card here. See what this is. Vertigo. You feel dizzy and collapse to the ground. You wake later with so much to do. The first player only has 1 pawn available this round. Fun times. And since this card left, I have to lose a determination token. But then morale phase, I gain 2 determination. Production phase, I gain 2 wood. And 1 food. And then we're on our way. So I only have 1 token to do something. I could build a roof. I could build the mast. I think if I build the mast, that's probably the better option. So I guess I'll spend 3 tokens to get me another worker to help me out. And I'll spend 2 to decrease the cost by 1. So all I have to do is place this and a fur. That's my whole turn, so I'll take them back. And then I have +3 wood for the wood pile. So I am 2 wood away from winning, essentially. And that's my turn. I get my other token back. Weather time. My least favorite time. How gosh, this isn't good. So 2 snow means I lose my 2 wood. 4 rain and snow means I lose 1 food. I have to lose a wood, which I don't have, so I take 1 damage. Palisade goes down 1, so I take 1 damage. Morale goes down. I need to feed myself. I don't have food. I take 2 damage, leaving me with 1 health left. But I am still alive, still kicking, and ready to continue on to round 9. Let's draw an event card. I have 1 health left. Friday is dead, but I am so close to winning. The event card says, wrecked balloon. You hear screaming and a loud bump during the night. In the morning, you find a wrecked balloon and 2 dead bodies. Morale gets decreased, which I'm just going to increase again with tobacco. This gets pushed off, which says put a -1 person on the explore action. That already has that, but this can get a question mark token. I don't play on exploring, so that's fine by me. Morale phase, morale goes up. I will definitely heal myself because I need some health. Production phase, I get 2 wood and 1 food. Two wood and 1 food, which means I can spend 2 wood to add onto the wood pile and complete the wood pile. Last of the 5. So now all I need to do is survive this round. If I make it to next round, I win. So I just need to play it safe. I just need to not do anything that would kill me, essentially. Which I think I'll just rest. Can I just double rest? Is that a thing? I'll rest and I guess double rest. Yeah, let me double check if I can double rest, but I think I can. Yeah. So I can resolve it twice per character. So I'll do that. I'll double rest. That's my whole turn. I just need to hope the weather doesn't screw me, because this weather could ruin my run. I have no determination tokens I have no wood. So it all comes down to this roll. That looks good. Because 3 rain, I have no snow, so I'm not worrying about snow. 3 rain, I have a 3 level roof. I do have to lose 1 level of my palisade, which I can't do, so I will take 1 wound, decreasing my morale. But night phase comes, I feed myself, I'm not moving camp, so then we're on to round 10. I've built the fire. I have created the wood pile. I think that's all I need to do, right? It's just by the 10th round. Yeah, I have both of those on round 10. So I think that's a win. Very, very close. I was down to 1 HP at one point. Friday is dead. But that seems like a win to me. Jeez. That was a little bit closer than I would have preferred. But yeah, that ship has come and saved good old the carpenter. Friday, yeah, wasn't as fortunate. I guess the dog made it off the island also. But yeah. So that was the castaway scenario for Robinson Crusoe. And I guess, yeah, time-wise, I'm not going to be able to play another game. I mean, I could, but I think I'm just going to, I'll start wrapping it up here. But I'll talk a little bit about my final thoughts. So this game, yeah, I've had it on my shelf of shame for a while. I'm not sure. I guess I have played it a little bit, but I haven't really dived into it until recently. Rules wise, there was kind of a lot. I think that was one of the reasons I hadn't really played it much, because I was like a little, not intimidated, but it's just like I have to go read through the whole rule book, and like even the Rodney Smith video was like 45 minutes, so it's not a light game by any means. But it's also not overly complicated. There's a couple of small like weird things with like the resources and like when you get them, when you don't, and like stuff like that, but that's not too bad once you get the hang of it. This game is tough though. I mean, I lost my first game. I barely won the second game. I mean, I was down to 1 HP at one point. Friday died. I was only down to 3 at the very end, so it's tough. There's a fair amount of randomness to the game, depending on like what your starting things are, what inventions come up over here, what cards you get in your event deck. But that also adds a lot to the replayability. You know, it's, you know, you can play the same. I just played the same scenario back to back. Pretty different play experiences, just because of the inventions out here, cards here, the order the tiles came out. Still didn't see a hill biome. I don't know what's with these hill biomes, but I guess I'm pretty bad at finding them. Yeah, overall, I don't know how to feel about this game. I need to probably play some more of the scenarios, because I've only really I've played through Castaways all the way. I've played Scenario 2 a little bit. I mean, I can see why people like this game. It has some really cool aspects to it. Like, one thing I really like about it is these adventure decks where, you know, you're building something, you hurt your hand, you shuffle a card into the event deck, and then when you draw it later, it's like, oh, now your hand has an infection. I think that's really cool. I really like that aspect of it. And there's a lot of other really cool ideas and whatnot overall. Yeah, overall, I don't love the game. I do like it, and I do want to play more of it at some point. Try out some of the other scenarios and see how differently they play and whatnot. But yeah, I don't know how to feel about it too much. Like I said, I guess I would land on the I like it, I don't love it, but I'm willing to play it some more to kind of give it more of a try, see how the scenarios change it up a little bit. You know, maybe I need to try it with other people to see how it plays, just not solo, or maybe I should try it like kind of multi-handed, so I can play with like multiple characters and see if that changes it, rather than playing with like Friday and the dog. Yeah, I feel like the luck affects the game outcome a bit too much. I like the idea of the game, but not actually playing it myself. Yeah, the luck can be. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different ways luck can hit you in this game. Yeah, whether it's the event deck, the actual dice rolls, the inventions you get, the order these tiles come out. There's a lot of different ways, which, I mean, it does add, like I said, to the variability of the game and the replayability, which is great in my opinion. But yeah, I've heard this is a tough game, and this is just the intro scenario, and I lost the first time, barely won the second time. Yeah, and I kind of agree with, like, I like the idea of it almost more than playing it, because it has a lot of really cool, like, things going on, different pieces, and it's just, yeah, just playing it overall, like, it's pretty stressful, you know, it's not an easy game. But I get, you know, like I said, you know, it's playing on a deserted island, surviving for your life. That's not supposed to be a walk in the park, so, like, I get it. Yeah, like I said, I don't know if I'll play more of this on the channel. I definitely will play more of it in the future, just to try more scenarios. Who knows? I don't know if this will stay in my collection. You know, I try to keep my collection to relatively to the size it's at. So as I start adding more games, some will have to kind of get cut. And I could see this one getting cut, but probably not for a while. I'll still at least probably play a couple more games of it to try out some of the other scenarios before I really make a decision on whether I want to get rid of it or not. And like I said, I don't hate the game, but I also don't love it. But I think I can see why people like it. I can see why people say it's tough. I definitely want to try some of the other scenarios, some of the other characters, stuff like that. But yeah, I'm glad I finally got a chance to play it on the channel. It's been a game I've been wanting to play on here for a while, so I'm glad I finally got around to playing it. So, yeah, that's that. At least we won. I'm glad I at least won the second one. I was gonna be a little bummed if I lost both of them, and there was some close calls. You know, managed to barely squeak out a lead there, which is pretty, or a win there, which is great. So yeah, that's that. So I'm gonna quickly, sorry if you can hear my neighbors for some reason revving their engines at 8 o'clock at night. Switch to my just chatting screen as I just chat for a second and talk about what's upcoming on the channel for this week. So if you're a keen-eyed watcher, you may have noticed that last Thursday I was supposed to upload a video and I didn't. That was supposed to be Let's Roll Up a Dungeon episode 11. And I was thinking on it for a while, and ultimately I kind of decided that I am going to just end the Let's Roll Up a Dungeon series at episode 10. I'm not going to do any more, at least for the time being, episodes of Let's Roll Up a Dungeon. Mainly for two reasons. Reason one is, as I was doing my initial plan of like trying to just do dungeons for a game system, it didn't feel like it was that more different or exciting than the stuff I was doing before. So I felt like, I don't know, I didn't know if it was really worth doing in the first place. Like, I just felt like the dungeons weren't that different. What I was doing wasn't any more different or exciting as my previous videos. If anything, I thought they were kind of like, the dungeons were kind of worse. And just, yeah, I don't know. I wasn't super happy with like how I felt they were going to go. So I've just kind of decided to put that series, kind of just end it at episode 10, which is, I mean, the main reason I wanted to do that was for the first 10 episodes anyway. And the last 5 were kind of just like a, not bonus, but just like an extra little part to the series, I guess. And also just because since it's December, it's the holiday times, I'm getting busy with holiday family stuff. I'm also have some work stuff that's picking up here this month, and for the next couple months I have like a new work project I'm starting on. It's going to be more hours I'm working, so it'll be a lot better for me just time wise and schedule wise, that I don't have to worry about another video each week. So yeah, that's what's going on with Let's Roll Up a Dungeon, is that episode 10 was the actual finale, I guess. But like I said, I might do more in the future of just like one-offs of just doing like a single RPG and kind of doing like I did the previous episodes of Let's Roll Up a Dungeon. But my initial plan of doing 5 more like for game systems and whatnot, I'm not doing that anymore. So I just wanted to talk about that real fast. But what's coming up on the channel this week? So I'm still doing 1 video a week on Tuesdays. And this Tuesday, that video will be Friday. Felt pretty appropriate that I have the game Friday and I haven't played it on the channel yet. So I figured, well, I'm playing Robinson Crusoe. Feels like a pretty good time to play Friday. So that's what I'll be doing on Tuesday, is finally taking a crack at that game, which is another notoriously difficult game. I don't think I've ever come close to beating it in the times I've played it. And even me recently like playing it and practicing it, I still have yet to beat it. I haven't even come close to beating it. So we'll see how that playthrough goes, but it's probably going to be a rough one. But that's what's coming Tuesday. Yeah, Thursday, there's not going to be a video. And then next Sunday, for my next solo gaming Sunday stream, I'm going to be playing, I think it's the last game on my shelf, last solo game on my shelf that I have yet to play on the channel. A little hidden down here, but that is Space Empires 4X. I think once I play that, I would have played every game on my shelf that has a solo mode. I guess technically Seven Wonders Duel I haven't played, but that doesn't, I guess it does kind of have an official solo mode, but I've never played it, so maybe that's like the one technicality. But I think everything else on my shelf that has a solo mode, once I play Space Empires 4X, that'll be it. So yeah, that's one thing I've been trying to do, is also get through a lot of the games on my shelf that I haven't played on the channel yet. And that's kind of the last one, because especially, you know, with Christmas coming around the corner, I'm gonna be getting some new games. So I definitely want to try to get through all the games that I haven't played yet. So Space Empires 4X will be what's upcoming next Sunday. And that's all I got. So yeah, quick recap. Tuesday will be Friday. I guess that's weird. Tuesday will be the playthrough of the game Friday. And then next Sunday will be Space Empires 4X, which I've only played a little bit of. I'll be playing a lot over the next week, learning it, reading the rule book. Luckily, Board Game Arena has a solo mode for Space Empires 4X, so I'll probably be playing it a lot. Probably primarily on that in the upcoming week, just because then I don't have to worry about setup and teardown. That's kind of what I did for like when I played Gaia Project on the channel, is that I played it a lot on Board Game Arena like the week before, just because instead of it taking 2 hours to set up, play, and tear down, it takes me about 25 minutes to play it on Board Game Arena, and I can just smoke through a game. So that's my plan for the upcoming week. That's about it. So Space Empires 4X, I'm kind of looking forward to. It's a game that it's kind of like this, where Robinson Crusoe, where I've played it a little bit, played a couple of like half game, 3/4 games, so I've never like played through it all multiple times. So I'm looking forward to this week diving a bit more into it, because it really seems like a game that I'll like quite a bit, but I don't actually know until I'll start playing it more. So that's that, and that's all I got. So I guess I will wrap it up here a little bit early tonight. I'm gonna tear down all this stuff, and probably gonna go play some RimWorld and see if I can get my new colony off the ground without it going down in flames. That's how one of my colonies, I was like 2 colonies ago, one of my really good colonies, it was going really well, but I built a lot of my buildings out of wood, and then there was a flash storm which burnt down the majority of my base. And there was like only one colonist that died, but I was like so annoyed, and there was just so much that I lost that I was like, I just gotta restart. That's what I'll probably be doing after this, is hopping on that and hopefully making some progress with that. But yeah, so that's all I got here for today for the Robinson Crusoe edition of Solo Gaming Sunday. So thank you everybody for watching. Appreciate everybody that stopped by and hung out live. Ina and Mimi, appreciate y'all coming and hanging out and watching me struggle to survive on this cursed island. It's always a lot of fun having some people to hang out with and chat with as I attempt to play through these games. So always appreciate that a lot. If you enjoyed this video, or I guess this stream, a like would always be greatly appreciated. And until next time, I'll see you. Have a good week, everybody. Don't get stranded on a cursed island. It won't end up good for you.